Hey guys, welcome back to Harvest Moon Farm KC. Today we are taking the little haunted shack that we built last week and we are putting it out in our yard along with the rest of our Halloween decorations that go along with it. So I'm taking some black sheeting and I'm stapling it just behind the door opening, and I'm going to staple it behind the window opening, but I'm just going to staple that back there so that it prevents you from being able to see through that space, so that it looks more like it's a solid building instead of just a facade. Okay, so now we're going to move on to putting together our little cemetery. And here we're trying to remember what size rebar we used to hold up the gate in previous years. So my husband is going to go look and see if he can find the longer pieces of rebar that we typically use, and then we will try to use those. And then I'm not sure what happened here. Some pieces of my film were unusable. So you can see that off to the right, you can see the cemetery is already put in place, and we've added a bunch of decorations to the house. We've got our little zombie climbing on the back. We've got our little skeleton on the tricycle. And now I'm going to start working on the pieces that go along with our witch. Right here, my husband is trying to make sure that this will sit securely and not get blown away with the wind. So he put a T-post behind the house and he's put another one in the front, and he's trying to get it so that it's snug, because you can see there's just a little bit of wind and it's still rocking pretty good. So this will help support it so that it doesn't get blown away if we have a big strong wind. Right here, we're just adding things to the cemetery. So I've put some skeletons in there. My husband is putting in the skeleton that looks like it's coming out from the ground. And then we're going to be going back and forth to the building back there and getting some additional decorations that we have stored there. So right now, Joe is putting some rocks inside the little toe pincher coffin. It seems like it would be too heavy, but it's not. If the wind catches it right, it'll blow it away, and of course, then it would break it. I am cutting the ends off the zip ties that we use to tie all of our rails and fence posts together. We use zip ties every year. It's really easy. You just zip them on there, and when the season's over, we can just cut them off and then take everything down and put it away. We didn't get everything done over the weekend with our decorations, so I'm going to finish those up today. We had to buy some lights because all of our ones from before we moved were lost, or I don't know, something. So I'm going to put our lights on and then we'll see how that looks. So I'm going to start with building my fake fire here under our cauldron. I've got some orange lights and some that are called, some that are candy cane, some that are candy corn mini lights. I don't know if I got these from Home Depot or Hobby Lobby, but anyway, we're going to start with those. And actually, all these ones that I bought from last year, I'm going to check them before I go to all the work of putting them together. Alright, it's a good thing I checked these because they do not work. So they might just need a new fuse, but they're probably like $3 at wherever I bought them, so I'm not going to worry about them. Alright, normally I like to have a set of lights in here that I can put a flicker bulb in. This particular set, I can't do that, and that's okay. We'll just, it'll still look good. All right. So the fire, if you can get some lights that blink. In the past I've had orange and yellow and I've had them blink and they really do look like fire at night. Here's our little house. So we've got all our decorations here. I strung some lights around the roof, so hopefully that looks good. Our cemetery. In the past we've had some headstones, but they were just the styrofoam ones, and you know, when wind hits those, they don't last very long, and none of them survived our move. So I think maybe next year we'll make some wooden ones that will be a little stronger. We've also in the past had a dead body that was just boots and pop bottles and fake head that we had wrapped up in plastic and duct tape. So the cemetery is just made out of little 1-bys and PVC pipe, and we made this several years ago. It could stand some fixing. Some of our support boards have broken. They broke in the move, and we just duct tape them together since we have this painted sort of a silvery color. The duct tape kind of blends in. We also didn't do the best job with getting our gate up this year. It's kind of crooked, but that's okay. It still looks good. I don't know how well we can see this because of the light, but our little toe pincher coffin, my dad helped me make that, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. It was a fun project for us to do together, and it turned out really awesome. At our old house, because we didn't have nearly as much property, we had it sitting up by our front door, and kids were always scared that something was going to jump out of it, so that was pretty amusing. Except when they were little, we didn't want to scare them. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to pick up all my trash, and when my husband gets home, I'm going to have him set the lights so that we can take a look at the final product.
All right, so the lights are on. Definitely the fire lights would work better if I had something flickering in there, so I think I'm gonna have to get some other set of lights that I can make flicker. But altogether, I think it looks pretty good. Oh my goodness. The dog feels left out. All right, what do you guys think? Let me know what you think in the comments. Go ahead and give me suggestions for things to make this better. All right, so that's our outside Halloween decorations. Thank you guys for walking through this with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please hit the like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye, guys.